Hey, what's going on, YouTubers? All my fellow Uber-tiers and lifters out there. What's going on? Dustin with Uber Driver 101 here. And I just wanted to go over the destination filters with people because a lot of people somehow don't know where they are. I'm not sure how. I mean, I guess unless you're brand new, but hey. When you open your Lyft app, you can find that, if it ever doesn't like it, it says little tiny arrow over here. You click it, it says set destination. And you can set your destination. But I don't really care to use Lyft a whole lot for destination filter. So just want to make sure people knew where it was. Now, what I do care about is using Uber's destination filter, okay? Everybody needs to know how to use Uber's destination filter. Because if you don't, well, you're losing out, okay? I mean, 3 little squiggly lines up top. You click it. Bam, you get 2 set destinations. You can use them anytime you want. I always recommend save one at least for your way home, okay? Save one. Now, also what you see up here is this little gear symbol. You click on that, and it can go ahead and change whatever you want to do, whatever you want to deliver, and whatnot, okay? So that's always good. Yep, see, Christian? Yeah, that's smart, man. You always want to at least save it for once. And if you know the time when it surges, hey, that's twice as good. But like I said, after you hit that gear symbol, you can have, I do deliveries, UberX, and UberXL. So I can always choose what I want to do when I want to do it. But like I said, this is for the fine trip towards destination. That's what you always want to make sure you're using. Now, today, for a good example, I had 3 hours after I dropped my kid off at pre-K to go ahead and try to do a ride. I'm in Tampa, Florida. There, Christian, I'm in Tampa. Now, I went ahead and I was like, okay, I got enough time maybe to drive towards the airport and then back home because the airport's like 45 minutes away. And when I get rides for that, that's at least 30 to 50 bucks, depending on X or XL. So I turn it on in literally 5 minutes, right down the road. Oh, heck yeah, man. $80 trip? Nice. That's really nice, man. That's real nice. You gotta love those ones. Hopefully they tipped you as well. But I picked up this couple going to the airport. It was like, lo and behold, that was just awesome. Perfect timing and everything. So I take them to the airport on my destination filter. So that was like just, like I said, awesome. I get there, you know, I help them offload just like I helped them load. Oh, you know what? It'll take me 2 seconds. I'll grab that tip cup. There we go, okay. Made sure. Here we go, since you asked about it yesterday, here's my tip box I got off Amazon. It was cheap. It was like, I think 20 bucks. They had the clear ones, but I don't really like the clear ones per se because then people can actually see all your money in there. And personally, whenever I take a break or whatnot, I go ahead and take the money out anyways, just in case. And I have it Velcroed on the bottom, double Velcro it to my center console here, so that way, blam. Since how I have my van set up, blam. Of course, most of the time I have it sitting back, so everyone sits in the back, because thank God I got automated doors, baby. So all I do is press a button and it opens them up. Technically, they get first class service every time. Ain't nothing wrong with a sign. Signs are just as good, man. That's just less you have to worry about anybody stealing the tip box. Or personally, I never had anybody try. And I have it like triple Velcro down, so good luck. I would catch you, and as soon as you start to grab it, just go, wah! You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, you ain't stealing my money. But, okay, let me get back to the airport ride. I'm sorry. All right, after I dropped them off, using the destination filter, which was awesome, it ended up being a $46 ride or whatever. And since I had helped them put the luggage in because I don't want them messing up, the back of my van, scraping it and all that good jive. Because they had like 3 suitcases. So since I did that, did the whole door service, they were like, oh, I thought this was so cool of a vehicle. 2015 Toyota Sienna. Ain't that, spectacular, but it's nice. They went ahead and tipped me 40 bucks as well. So, and 50 minutes of being online, I went ahead and bam. Oh yeah, everybody saw that one, man. I thought it was fake at first, and then after all the backlash that chick received, you knew it was real. And that was a really messed up thing to do, too. That was so wrong of her. She's lucky that he didn't press charges or whatever, but yeah, that went viral, and you know her name is smeared. Oh, my Jesus. But yeah, on my one ride, so about an hour, I'm going to say total, I made like $85, and I was like, really cool. So now I'm down to, 2 hours. I got to drive all the way back home, make sure I get my kid in time and everything, so I put the destination filter on back home. And I live out in Wesley Chapel, so I got to pass, a lot of great areas and everything on the way back. So about 10 minutes back on the interstate, bam, you can get hits. Everyone should know by now you can get hits when you're on the interstate. I get a hit on the interstate for like the hotel is right near the airport. And it was a foreign couple, you know what I'm saying? They wanted to go to the outlet malls, which is like 10 minutes away from my house. So I was like, that was so perfect. And if I didn't use a destination filter, odds are I could have got another trip not going in the same direction as me. And then it would have been a gamble if I'm going to take it, accept it, see where it's going to go. So that's why I'm definitely saying using the destination filter is really good. Did you get commercial insurance? Nope, I didn't get commercial insurance. No, I didn't. I'm not going to lie. As far as I'm concerned, we're always we're covered and everything. The only time we're not covered is when we're online but don't have someone in the app, like someone in here. So I just try not to worry about that. If no one's in here and I get in an accident, I'm just gonna, and why would I report that to Uber? You know what I'm saying? There was no passenger involved, no nothing, so innocent till proven guilty. But this couple, okay, let me get back to this ride though. The couple that I was taking back towards home, that was like another, they wanted an XL. I don't know why they ordered XL, but I'm not going to complain. So that was a little bit higher rate and everything. So on my way back up here, it was like $40, 45, because it was less distance from when I picked, the other people up. And then they tipped me $30. So in almost 2 hours, I made like $150, $160. So that was awesome. All off the destination filter. They're also, excuse me. It's also really nice when you use a destination filter, like someone was commenting on here earlier, like in the morning, if you want to beat the rush, and there's going to be areas, locations, whatever, that are going to hold you up and keep it so that way, you're wasting all your time waiting in traffic to be able to even get to people to make money. When you could have had 2 or 3 trips somewhere else completed, made that money, then possible tips as well. Because, I always tell people, don't consider everybody. You were charging $480. Whoa. Yeah, screw that noise. I'll roll the dice. I gamble, so I'll roll the dice with that one. I ain't paying that much extra. At least not here in Florida. Oh, man. But I always tell people, you don't expect tips, you know what I'm saying, in this business. It is really nice and awesome when you do get them. But to expect tips, that's, it's a little asinine of us. So we can't really do that. I mean, unless you're one of those crazy people providing all the amenities and stuff like that, which, hey, that's what you want to do, you go ahead and do that, because this is everyone's own business. You can run it and do anything as you see fit. So please, by all means, do that. But you still can't expect tips. You hope they will and everything else. If anything, you're going to expect some trash everywhere. So, yeah. I don't usually let people eat in my vehicle unless they've already, first off, they ask. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time people try to just start opening stuff, or after you order food, they just think it's time to grub, and it's like, whoa, 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 whoa. No. So you always got to make sure. And even if you want, you can tell people, if they make a mess, be like, hey, man, you make a mess back there, I'm going to report it, and you're going to get charged. So that way, most time, you can still get cleaning fees, 20, 40, 60, $80, depending on how the mess is. I've seen people... Oh, thankfully, pool is not available in my market, so I do not have to worry about that. I have never had a pool trip. And from everything that everyone's ever said to me, I will never, ever take a pool trip. If it ever came available, well, I guess I'd be risking getting deactivated or something, because I would never accept any of those. And I have iPhone, so I can't do the Android getting the Maestro thing where you can go ahead and have everything. Express pool and pool. Oh, man. I heard express pool was really bad because people know they have to walk to you or walk to wherever they're supposed to, and then still calling drivers up like, hey, where are you? And it's like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. Oh, man. So I'm so glad I don't have that. Oh, in Chicago? Yeah, I heard that's pretty crazy. Yeah, I watched the Rideshare Revolution guy. I guess he drives out there in Chicago. He seems like he's got a pretty good channel going out there, so I'm going to give a shout out to him. I like watching his videos. He's the most beardedest guy on YouTube. And right now I'm the most unbeardedest guy. So yeah, he's he drives in Chicago, and I'm sure you could look him up. Like I said, Rideshare Revolution. And yeah, I see a lot of stuff on his channel, and he tells us how his market's going and whatnot. Seems like a pretty decent, it seems like, thank you. It seems like Chicago is actually a pretty busy market. It's probably busier than here in Tampa. So I can only imagine how everything actually works there. I heard stopping to pick up people can be hard, though, because it's so busy. Oh, that's awesome. I'm glad to hear that, Christian. Yeah, he seems like he's pretty knowledgeable about his market. So definitely got to give him credit for that. So I ain't got nothing against the guy. Like I said, he's also entertaining as well, so I like watching his videos. Oh, man. But let me back to the whole destination thing. That's why I always tell people, always use your destination filters, because if you're trying to miss certain areas that you don't want to, happen to go to, which can also be described sometimes as like area discrimination or whatever. I don't blame you, Christian. That's a good one to reach. I think he's got like 7,000 rides or something. But you can also use the destination filter. It'll bypass certain areas as long as no one's going in the same direction, because then obviously you're going to pick them up. So, but it's less likely that you're going to be dropping off or anything in that area unless that's where the destination is set. So if people that aren't using that destination filter, man, guys are losing out. Let me tell you what, especially, no matter where I am, I like to go to St. Pete, which is like an hour and 15 away, depending on where exactly I go. Oh yeah, I can't imagine driving 60, 70 hours. I've seen his thing, and I was like, damn. I thought they implemented that new rule and stuff. He must ride that thing to the max. But hey, he's got, what he makes, plus his referrals. I mean, hey, like I said, kudos to the man. He's doing his thing. It's $1,500. Hey, that's still good, Christian. Hey, $1,500 ain't nothing to, not be happy about. And, like I said, all the hours and stuff that you drive. Hey, if you like doing this is really fun. And if you have a lot of different side gigs, like a lot of people, like I say, always advertise everything else. Yeah, I noticed our referrals went down to 25 as well. I was like kind of disappointed in that, but it'll go back up. It'll go down. It's because everything's about to let out. Like right now is going to be what they say is like the busy seasons. All the new drivers and everything are going to try to jump on when summer comes and whatnot. Because, everyone likes this gig, and you can make good money doing this. Don't get me wrong. Anybody that says you can't make good money doing Uber and Lyft is doing something wrong. Okay? Because if you just drive smarter, not harder, know your market, where to go, the times to go, everything like that. Utilize, a lot of people use Userve. I have that app, and sometimes I've used that, where it's really good. You can set up the ride beforehand, and you meet up with the people, and then you go ahead and turn the app on. But most time, I'll just give them, save 10K. Hey, that's awesome, man. Congrats. But yeah, what I'll do, I'll just give people my number. I don't care. My number is everywhere. Okay, and I had a business before this, so I've had the same number for like 9 years. I advertise my phone number everywhere. Everyone's got it. It's in the description below with all the extra information I have for everybody else. So It's always there. Anybody can always send me a text. I reply to people all day long. People asking questions. People that use my referral code, didn't use it. I don't care. If I can help you answer the question and, and not give you a asshole response, then that's what I do. Because, hey, good karma always comes back around. Hence, I don't know what I did, but today was, like I said, just an awesome day. 2 rides, going to the airport and then coming back home. That was like perfect timing. And then when I got back, after I dropped these people off and they tipped me and everything, I was able to get some lunch and then go pick up my kid. So it worked out better than I could have planned it. And that's awesome. And that's why I always tell everybody, try to have a plan. My plan was to just go there and back, whether I got a ride back or not, or even a ride to there. But I set my limitations. I know exactly why are Uber drivers mad. Well, a lot of them are mad, which I can understand, especially, for veterans and stuff, that the rates used to be a lot higher. They've just done nothing but drop them. And then all we see is them raising the rider rates, to line their pockets more. And mainly it was all for the stupid autonomous vehicles, which now I'm sure everybody knows after the horrible incident in Arizona with the lady, my condolences to her family still, that now they're going to be canceling that program. That program is going to be obsolete. So all the money they've spent and everything else, I'm sure it'll be a write-off somewhere or whatever, but that's not going to be happening anytime soon. Will autonomous vehicles, be sometime in the future? Yeah, I'm sure. Just like, flying cars and everything else. I'm still waiting for the, recliner seats. You'll be able to recline, it'll pop up, and you can just direction it around, go all the way to the fridge and everything. I'm sure technology is going to do nothing but advance. Soon we won't need cell phones. Everything will be hologram. So, but you know what? Not anytime soon. So all drivers, I would be 100% sure to say we're all safe and secure and still have the ability to drive and make money because of the fact that they have nothing to replace us. This is also why everyone talks about unionizing, which I'm not really for. I want increased pay, That would be awesome. This gig would be even a lot better since we have tipping now, and if they increased our rates. But I'm sure until whatever legal issues they've had with all the drivers, either touching their passengers or getting it, assaulting them, killing the lady. I mean, they have just lawsuits out the ass. I know, right? Yep, robotics is definitely where it's going to be. Everything robotics and web and everything else. People don't realize how much money is out there to be made just on the internet alone. The internet definitely connects you to everything. I wish when I was younger, I, was able to put some stock into the internet and everything else. Oh, so many things. Even cell phones. Who really thought them big-ass things that they had back in the day were going to be awesome? We have more power in a cell phone than they did on the first, mission to the moon. So, that shit's insane. And you can access anything. You pick up your phone right now, you can GTS, Google that shit. You can Google anything. And then you go on YouTube, you can figure out how to do anything. So, there's always ways to make money. And that's why I always tell people, in driving, if you do anything else, advertise yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because this isn't just, a job. We have no bosses, but we have to, answer to the support crap, whatever the heck we get when they send stuff to us. For the people that have the phone option in their market, I recommend you use that over trying to message to get your point across. Unless it's something really simple and they have a different option. Nope, you cannot set destination in the queue. Nope, that's why I said I was so lucky when I left the airport, not even 10 minutes, that I got that ping. So that was really cool. But I set my destination to the airport. So that was awesome. Oh, but again, that's why I was saying that if you advertise yourself, you just never know. Because I also do HVAC, heating and air conditioning. I install units. So I've gotten a couple side jobs just, engaging with my riders. So that way, have better conversation, make them laugh, usually make some tip. But you talk about, you know, tons of things. Anybody that's driven the night shift alone, all the crazy stories you hear and everything else. Oh, Jesus. Sometimes we're therapists. Sometimes we're, you know, someone just to be, you know, to vent to. You just, oh. But a lot of times, you know, depending on if you're talking shop or anything else, talk about their home. Somehow I always get something. Yeah, Uber's not a career. No, it is not a career. A lot of people that do this full time and everything, they're making good of it now. And if they're taking any, you know, thanks, Christian. Yeah, if anything, all my full-time drivers that are out there right now doing this, hey, more power to you if you can make it work while you can. We all know that one day they're going to move into a different direction, so you definitely cannot rely on this. And please, I would never, ever recommend anybody... 7 minutes? No, not to go there. I've never had that happen. No, no, no. But I always tell everybody, I never recommend anybody ever quit their full-time job to do this. I mean, some markets are really lucrative and you can do this. But at any time, you could always be deactivated too. One passenger lies on you and says anything at all, you know, untrue. And even having a dash cam won't always save you on that option. But never, ever quit your job just to do this full-time, okay? Unless that's just really what you wanted to do and you're making more doing this, I guess, hey, more power to you. But just off the whim, fly, never do that. Never do that. I don't know why so many people do that. And that's why a lot of drivers were still mad from back in the day as well, because they were making a lot of money doing this, so they would go out and get the, you know, BMWs and stuff like that so they could do Uber Black, Uber Lux, and, you know, making the high dollars for these little short rides. And then all of a sudden Uber cut all their rates and you weren't making as much. It means you had to drive way more. People couldn't make their quotas, pay those car liens. Well, that's awesome, Darla. Yeah, I bet they don't in Jersey, man. My wife's from Jersey, so I know what you're talking about. I hate the no left turns. Oh, man. Only good thing is, I guess, you don't have to pump your own gas. I got yelled at the first time I ever went there because I tried to get out and pump my own gas. And they were like, what are you doing? I'm like, what are you doing? Man. They make some good money in tips, too. Let me tell you what. I still tip the guy like $5 because that's what I do. I tip. I even just now made a video earlier today to get out for the riders because I'm so tired of the riders not being properly informed of everything. So I just made a video on Uber and Lyft rider training. Okay? And I put like 8 or 9 steps, things to think, you know, what to do, what you should do before you order an Uber or Lyft. So these things they need to think about right beforehand, like make sure they're ordering correctly, on time, when they're ready, not minors. I put everything in there. If anybody wants to check it out, it's like the video before this on the channel. Yeah, so hopefully, and the fact that we're not drug mules, god damn it. I've had so many drug deals go down my car, and then they just ask me, hey man, you want a tip, man? Here's an 8-ball. I'm like, dude. First of all, you don't know if I was undercover. I'm like, fuck. Oh, but people are crazy, especially in Tampa, which I'm sure Chicago, I'm sure Jersey, people are crazy everywhere. I've seen it all, heard it all. Man, oh man. But that's why this gig can get so addictive and fun sometimes. You know what I'm saying? If you're enjoying all the people you're picking up, interacting with so many different people, just, you know, having a good time, especially like events, you know, like Halloween and stuff like that, when you dress up, do your car, you know, really cool. Yeah, have fun with that, you know, and it's like a stress thing. Yeah, I heard Lyft always has different crazy people too, but it's always the same thing as, you know, everyone's Uber or Lyft. Nobody is, you know, like they have the same passengers because people use the same, you know, both apps. But I have heard a lot of things are crazier. See, that's probably why I enjoy it so much, because I don't have pool. I heard pool really sucks because you have to make all these multiple stops and you get paid crap. And then you got one person bitching at the next person, or you got people sitting next to each other complaining to each other. And yeah, people don't want to hear that. You have LED lights? That's awesome, Darla. That's awesome right there. You need to show me a picture in the Uber Lyft Driver 101 group if you guys aren't already all members in there. I shared this in 3 or 4 of the groups that I either admin or mod in. So, yeah, that would be really cool to see. Steal his truck and then shot. Damn. That's crazy right there. Yeah, see, I'm glad I haven't had any, like, violence or anything happen. Oh, man. I don't blame you there, Christian. Yep, 5.0. I mean, that might make me change my mind, though. Like, hey, all I did, officer, I just drove them from here to there. I don't know what happens afterwards. I have been pulled over before, though, on my way to pick up somebody. And that was, you know, a little, like, mind-boggling, because I was going, and all of a sudden I got a ping, and I had to do a U-turn. So I went, you know, did the U-turn where I was supposed to. And then there was a cop sitting back there, and he was like, I saw him at the light, so I made my U-turn. He was like, you know, he pulled me over. And he's like, you know, you made a U-turn, and the light was red. I was like, no, I didn't. I was like, what are you talking about? He was like, oh, well, what are you doing? And he tried to change subject on me. I know, right? I was like, what are you trying to get me for? And he was like, where are you going right now? Because it was, you know, like 12 o'clock at night. 12:01 and near Clearwater. So if anybody knows Clearwater, Florida, it's, you know, party and everything. But he saw my phone, and I was like, oh, I'm Uber driver. I'm going to pick up somebody right now. Well, where? I'm like, well, I don't know. Let me look. Right here, destination. Man, I haven't seen it surge that high in so long. Oh, I noticed it has surged a lot more, though, with this 12 hours implemented. So that's kind of cool. Because a lot of people, you know, even I do, I'll stay home and just turn my app on and hope to get a ride. And that's most of the time will make me leave the house. I'll see what it says, X, you know, or XL, depending on when I want to leave. Yep, so many people. That's messed up, Art. Yeah, so many people do that false report crap, and it is just insane. And that's why I always try to recommend dash cams. But that doesn't mean Uber or Lyft is always going to take the evidence. So that can really be upsetting. Oh, but back to the cop. When he pulled me over. No, I never drove out to the Miami yet. I have not even been to Miami yet. Nope. And I've lived in Florida for 5 years now. But I have 4 kids, so my wife's the one that makes the big bucks, so I'm always taking care of the children. So yeah, and they're kind of young. I got 4, 6, and one about to be 8 and almost 15. You got pulled up for blocking. See, yep. Then most of the time they will let you go, Darla. That's awesome right there. But after he noticed I was an Uber driver, and I was like, yeah, I gotta go pick these people up. And he's like, oh, I know that area. That's the bar location. He was like, oh yeah, go get those drunk people for me. And I was like, yes, sir. And he just let me go. But a lot of times, like what Darla just said there, with people, oh yeah, oh nice. That's a dash cam, I assume, right? I had the Van True Pro, but one of my kids accidentally broke it, so I haven't replaced it since. Yeah, I was kind of pissed off, but it killing me so mad. I shouldn't have left it in here stuff. That, and it was starting to mess up on me. Oh, nice. Oh, that's awesome, Darla. Yep, so you're in my area, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. Clearwater can be insane. There's one way in, and the other way. There's only 2 ways in there. And if you go during the afternoon, that can be hell right there. Oh, man. That's why I'll go up and down Gulf Boulevard, and usually I'll stop. I'll stop just short of actually going through Clearwater and do that, you know, bust a U-turn right there. So that way I can just go up and down, up and down. I like going towards St. Pete Beach and Treasure Island. That's usually a really good area. But yeah, a lot of times, when you go to pick up people and you see the loading zone or anything like that, please don't park there. Never do the bus station. Never pull up in front of the bus station. They will give you a ticket there. No matter where you're going, airport, train station, bus, everywhere. Please always be aware of where you're allowed to park and not. Because just because you're an Uber or Lyft driver doesn't always give you you know, a pass. So you always got to be careful about that. Oh man, I kind of went way off subject after the whole destination filter. But I love the destination filter. I wish they would have kept it with 6. 6. Clay Thompson. I don't know who that is. Hopefully that's a good thing. Probably not. But I wish they still had 6, man. If we had... Oh, you have handicap plates? Man, lucky you. Man. But yeah, I wish we still had the 6 destination filters, because when they had that, I was using that, and that was awesome. I would just go back and forth, back and forth. Ah, Warriors player. Oh, man. Man, I'd have money then. Wouldn't be sitting here doing Uber and Lyft. Oh, Jesus. Hey, but I'll take that as a compliment still. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, I loved it when they had the 6 destination filters, and I was upset when they actually took that. That was one of the rollouts that they took away that I was really, disappointed in. The other rollout that we do have right now is sharing location, where you can either share with a loved one or, a spouse, anything like that. That's really good. And, what's up, Timothy? And I like the whole, the riders share their location. That has saved me so many times. So many times. Especially when you pull up to an apartment complex, and they're like, Building C. Building C has like 30, 40 doors around it. So it's like, which one exactly? And it'll be like you go around the front to the side. The GPS usually stops as soon as you get to there. Right into the complex. It'll just stop. Like, you have arrived. You should do that, Christian. Everyone needs vacation, man. Everyone needs downtime. That's why I'm sure even full-time drivers don't drive 7 days a week. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you know your market, you know what days are going to be really, really good, really, really slow. And even no matter, some days are so slow that even doing Uber, Lyft, and Uber Eats, you're just not even going to do anything. Yep, talking about other businesses it really does help boost your income, because you never know who you're going to pick up. That's what I always tell people. That's why I always tell everyone, stay positive, present yourself positive, even, be professional. You can dress up if you want to or whatnot. And I don't really think that helps or not helps your situation for tips and shit. But you just have to be positive. Nobody wants to get in a car and hear someone bitching how much they hate driving for Uber and Lyft. Because then they're just going to be like, take a left up here. They're not going to care. And definitely, I'm sure 99% of the time, you sure as hell ain't getting a tip. So it's better to just be yourself. Relax and charge. Yep. On the bus, $80. Hey, hell yeah, man. Hell, if I could go all the way. See, you probably don't have kids, though, man. So you have the luxury of coming and going as you please, Which, hey, everyone had a choice to make. That's a good choice. So if you need a vacation, you should definitely take one. I always recommend everybody take a vacation. Take family time. You know what I'm saying? Time is the one thing money cannot replace. Like, that's what this gig is for right now. You trade time, your time driving, for whatever money that Uber or Lyft pay us. If you don't do that, you'll get 1 star. That's okay. Stars only matter so much. Everybody likes to freak out on all that, but your star rating only matters so much. So please, people, don't freak out on that. And if you're like 4.6, 4.7, as long as you haven't had your 500 trips yet, you're still pretty good. And depending on how many trips you had and you're still that low, it could be something you're doing. You never really know. I would suggest then, watching videos and stuff, see if there's anything out there that you're not doing, that you should be doing, that you could improve on. But a lot of times people are just assholes. And then you figure out what time of the day that was. Like, honestly, if you do the night shift and you do the drunk people, let me tell you what, your rating will take a hit. Because even if they're having fun and anything else, they could still mess up pretty damn easy. I've had people all the time like, oh, shit, man, I just gave you 1 star. I'm so sorry, man. Here's $20. I'm like, oh, shit. Give me the $20 over the stars. Stars don't feed me. And I don't know how everyone rates their riders. Like, I don't rate anybody off of if they're going to tip me or not, or if they did tip me. Because, most of the time you don't know if they're going to do it in the app, as they like to say. So you never really know if they're going to tip or not. But for me, I always give everyone a 5 unless you fucked up. If you were trying to slam my shit, which thankfully, like I said, the push buttons, everything slides, they ain't got to touch nothing. And almost nobody sits next to me unless we have 7 people. Just because I always push the button and they're like, oh, cool, and they just get in. So that's really good on having a van. But yes, Darla, that's right. I always give everyone starts out a 5-star. It's just like in school. You always start out with an A, you know what I mean? And then what you do or don't do reflects on your final grade. So, as long as they were courteous and everything else, they didn't, yeah, they can choose whatever they want. But for me, as long as they didn't, like, disrespect me or anything else, you know, endanger my life and shit like that, that I just give everybody a 5. So, it doesn't bother me at all. And sometimes I feel bad. You see the people that have like a 3.9 rating and stuff. I'm like, how the hell are they still on the platform? But then after the ride, they'll give me like 20, 30 bucks as a tip. I'm like, shit. Yep, see? There you go, miss. Yep, everyone does want a cash tip, which everyone prefers cash because, you know, cash is king and it's not taxable because you don't have to claim it. Your Uber certification? What is that? Please enlighten me on that. I want to be Uber certified. Oh, man. What a day. What a discussion. This will be awesome for me to try to watch later. So off topic, but I'm pretty sure I covered everything about the destination filter. Use it or lose it. That's pretty much it. Oh, yes, we were talking about other businesses. Thank you, Darla. Yes, that is so awesome. An Uber slave? Oh, no, man, I'm a Lyft slave, too. You got to get it right. You can't just, you know, I don't discriminate. I'm a slave equally to both. Hey, whichever's going to pay me and help me better myself, I'll drive. And like I said, I drive smarter, not harder. So I don't waste time and my fuel for nobody. So you can call me what you want. At the end of the day, I'm still getting paid, and you're still watching me. So, hey, thank you. Can't hate. Got to discriminate equally. Bam. But money's money. Everybody love money. Nobody hate money. You wake up in the morning and say, I don't want no money. Hell no. You wake up in the morning and say, how much money can I make today? That's the kind of attitude you need. All right. Now, I will agree they both need to make changes. So I'd only, I guess, be a slave if I was totally happy with everything. And nobody's totally happy. Hell, nobody's totally happy in any job they have. I mean, let's get real. Everybody, unless you're owning, like, even when you run your own business, you're not happy sometimes because you get a headache of having to take care of everything and make sure everything's done because you have nobody to blame but yourself. If you're a slave, you need to work today. Tell him, Christian. Tell him. Oh, man. Hey, but you know what? That's how you know you're doing something right. When you get haters, and you got people trying to bring you down, because not everybody wants to see you succeed and be happy, but hey, not everybody matters. What about Lyft drivers, Teddy? You can't not hate on them too. You got a lower rating. Oh, man. Yeah, a lot of times, though, like you were saying earlier, though, that could just be people, like you said, want cash tips and shit, and St. Pete's. Oh, I bet it is, because it's traffic time. I'm all the way out here at Wesley Chapel. I ain't driving out there. It's Wednesday, too. Nah, I don't like going out there on Wednesday. See, for you, that's awesome, because that's just, 20 minutes south. You'll be there in a jiffy making that money, which I hope you do. You get that money, girl. Everybody need to get that money. That's what this whole gig is for. Hell, that's why, we even watch other videos, try to figure out different ways, different things, anything to make money. And if it's free knowledge is the best. That's why I don't get all these other drivers out here making, knocking it down their hustle, don't get me wrong, making these books and everything else. Ebooks. Like, I even saw the rideshare guy, he's got his book and everything, which, hey, that was really fucking cool. He's making a lot of money on it. More power to you. But there is no information out there, like I was saying, that can't be found on the internet and everybody else's videos and whatnot. It just all depends on where you look. Information is everywhere. There's money to be made everywhere. And I don't care what anybody says, because that's exactly how it is. There's so many things you can find out there for free. You don't give tips because they're ugly? Damn. That's kind of messed up. They can't all look good. Yeah, yeah, don't get in an accident there, Christian. Yeah, that would be bad. Oh, speaking of driving in Florida, technically for Lyft, you can almost drive anywhere. Yeah, miss. For Lyft, you can almost drive anywhere. So technically, if you wanted, when you came down here, you could log on. But for Uber, it only lets you drive whatever your select market is. And some states have a thing where they can actually, you know, cross states and still drive. I know, like Virginia, I think Maryland, Jersey, New York, all of them have like different stipulations. 477. Don't feel bad. I have a 479. So there you go. Because I do the night shift a lot. And that's why night shift's pretty crazy and everything. But you can make good tips doing the night shift. Let me tell you what. Of course, that's also when all the drug deals and everything else go down. And that's why my video for riders I made does the first thing. We are not drug mules, motherfuckers. God. Oh, man. Yeah, night shift is awesome. Greedy Chinese. Oh, man. Yeah, the night shift is, I think, where you make the most. But that's where you have to take the highest risk of tanking your rating. Which, like I said, your star rating only matters so much. Supposedly, they had this new thing coming out. Yes, St. Pete definitely gives you more tips. Because everywhere in Tampa is the college people. And they don't really tip a whole lot. But they are a lot funner sometimes. Yeah, St. Pete is where I always go. It's the best spot. Best tippers, definitely. Treasure Island, baby. All day long. But, oh man, I lost my train of thought. Oh, yes. Besides, man, I forgot what I was saying. Uber driver's here, I need to go. I will slap his face. Oh man. 3 years, no nights off? 14-hour shifts, bank? Hell yeah, man, get that money. Hey, depending on what your job is, sometimes working is, you know, worth the time. When you're making good and you know it's only going to last so long, why not save up? The more you save now, the more you have to spend later when you don't want to work no more. That's how I see things. That's why my motto, I work any day that I feel is going to be good to work. Because you never know what days are going to be shitty outside and you don't want to go out there and deal with the weather alone. $60 in tips. Oh, man. Try to make a theme. Like the next time you have something good going on, like Halloween or anything like that. Hell, Easter's coming up. You can have a bunch of Easter eggs or something. Give people some peppermints and the Easter, or some jelly beans. Those are cheap as fuck. And I'm going to have a bunch anyways because of my kids. I thought about doing something. Usually we do like the little themes, like I was saying, Halloween, shit like that. That a lot of people like that. Peeps! Oh, Jesus, I hate those things. But yeah, they're so funny. My highest tip ever was a guy gave me a $100 bill. But that's because I pulled up to the house to wait for him. It was late. It was like 1. I guess him and his wife were trying to go out. They were just about had the kids asleep. And they had a babysitter. And literally as they walked out the door, bam, the kids woke up. So they were like, oh, we'll go ahead and try to get another one. They're like, but it's hard to, you know, to get a ride at this time and location. So I was like, you know what, that's cool. I'll just go offline. I'll just wait a minute. You know, because I was bored anyway. I wanted to get out and stretch, take a smoke break. I had to wait like maybe 10, 15 minutes. They got the kid back asleep, got in the car. I took them. The ride itself was like $30. And then he tipped me $100. I was like, that made my night right there. I'm done. Destination filter, heading home. Yep, that's how I do it. And yeah, that was the most I ever made. I returned a cell phone a couple times, and I've gotten $100 and $50 here and there. I have never yet personally had to use the $15 return fee, because anytime I've ever returned anything, they've always tipped me $20 or more. Now, we only get 72 cents, but we get a ton of surge. Oh, damn, that's really nice right there. Our mileage is actually a little less. I think it's like 65 we get per mile. But the surging, it has started to surge a lot more now lately. The fact of they implemented the whole 12 hours you can drive. Because it seems like a lot of people aren't out there hustling as much as they were beforehand. Which, you know, you could have the app on and not be moving and not count against you. But a lot of people don't listen and they want to turn the app on and keep driving. They want to waste that fuel. Put those miles on there. No more in Arizona? Oh, man. Hey, you know, now soon's coming the new surge, which I made a video a long time ago about it. and it seemed really bad. And since I haven't experienced it yet, I want to save my actual full opinion on it till I have to experience it. But I've had a lot of people tell me it wasn't that bad after a while of using it. Moving to Bradenton, that's not too far away. That's a pretty good location too. It does surge over there a lot. But this new surge is going to be, if you get a surge, it's going to be like, it'll say $10 extra the next ride. If that surge goes away, well, your next ride is still going to be $10. Yeah, see, that's why I would not go to, I don't like thinking of Miami. Same with Orlando. I know Orlando, I think it's paid the least out of everybody. And I was like, holy shit, Orlando? That's, you know, Disneyland? You would think they got paid more over there. Nope. I do have a couple drivers I know that tell me they get tipped really well. So I'm glad to hear on that. But I wouldn't drive over there. It gets a lot of traffic. No. I like my areas. I do just fine. Like when I am in Tampa, I go up and down Dale Mayberry. All the way. From the top near Tampa Bay Stadium and all that, all the way down to the base. Up and down there, you got the bars, the clubs, titty bars. You got everything everywhere. So someone's always going somewhere. And that traffic's not that bad because it's like 4 lanes. So I can deal with that. Yeah. Well, the good thing about the snowbirds heading north, though, that means they're going to have more tourists coming in because it's going to be nice hot in the summer. So it'll still be good here for in a day. Well, usually I only do the weekends, but even then, when I do that, I'd say 200 to 300 in a day, maybe, depending on how far out I go. Sometimes it'll be between 100 to 200. That's because I'll just go somewhere and I'll park. You know, I have 2 phones. I'll have one phone on, waiting with both apps on, and I'll be playing a game or something, watching a movie on my other phone. So time's just kind of irrelevant. Because when I'm out there, I want to make sure I'm doing everything. You know what I'm saying? I'll take them Uber Eats orders. I've gotten plenty of steak dinners. Plenty of steak dinners. So, yeah. Uber Eats, I like them. Except McDonald's. Never. Well, I'm sorry. I don't want to tell other people not to. But I don't do McDonald's anymore, okay? Nope. Never again. I'm so tired of their crap. No. Minimum fare, I wanted to say it was like at least 5. I haven't had a minimum fare for ages. Most of the time, my average on Uber Eats is at least $7 to $9. That's usually what I'll average. And I don't remember the last time I had a minimum fare, honestly, to tell you. Yes, so I guess I should be happy on that. Man, making me think. Woo! 4 platforms. Hell yeah. See, if you're out there driving and already busy, you might as well be making money. Doing whatever you can. Make the most of the time. Especially when you're just doing this. You're driving, you can sit here and be like, making YouTube videos. Or, I know some people do Coinbase and all that. Doing the Bitcoin. So many people do so many different things. It's not just about, oh, I'm going out to drive. Let me just get in the car and just drive all day long. No. It ain't always about that. It's just a lot of people don't want to think outside the box. Especially when it's so simple. Yep. Dip them biscuits in that gravy, man. Hell yeah, take seconds. Get thirds. Why not? Hell, if anyone does have a channel or anything else they're doing, also do like Amazon. Become an Amazon affiliate and bam. Is it worth to get on the XL? Yes, depending on your market, it is worth getting on the XL. Because that's what I have, Toyota Sienna. And it is pretty nice. How do you get on it? You have to have your vehicle, that has the seat belts and everything required for it. Then all you do is just open the app, go to account, go to help, go to account and payment, changing account settings, and I have another account issue. And then tell them you want to add another vehicle. And you could do it, and there's other options in there, but you could tell them that you're going to do that. I do that a lot easier because sometimes their other options suck. But, oh man, I'm sorry. What was the last? I lost my train of thought on the last thing there because of that. We were talking about Uber Eats. And then I got other people messaging me still too, which I will get back to that. Oh, but yes, you can make a lot of money doing this. And a lot of people just don't utilize everything. And like I said, Uber Eats, it can be a hit and miss. Sometimes it can suck. I know some markets, I mean, they make everybody walk to their doors and people go up, you know, 5, 6 stories through the elevator. And I don't do all that. So they can give me a thumbs down if they want, but I'm still at 100%. So, yeah, I must be doing something right. Of course, I don't do it, but so often as well, because thankfully, Uber keeps me pretty busy. And if it's not, then I do get the Lyft. And there are those rare occasions just now and then I will just try Uber Eats. Like if I don't feel like dealing with any more people, like I want to take a smoke break or something. And yeah, that's why Ozium is really good. Oh, I'm sorry, but if you become an Amazon affiliate, you can do this. Everybody can do this at all. And then you can go ahead and buy anything you want through your affiliation as well, and you'll get money back on it as well. So yeah, that's nice to double dip sometimes. And I have Amazon affiliates on my website, so that way if anybody purchases anything at all, you could buy a couch, so if you could buy anything. But if you bought it through the link, bam, we get a small percentage of it. So just a little extra to try. And right now, like on the YouTube, I'm trying to get back to monetized, even though I didn't make a whole lot off of it, but it's still nice to get the little something extra and fun making the video. But you know what I'm saying? Like I said, everything in this gig, you can make money off everything. Everything at all. People just got to think outside the box, try to do more. Every day wake up and be like, what can I do today to make some more? And a lot of people, it's not about money. Some people just like to be happy. So, hey, what can I do to make myself happy? Just got to think of things different sometimes. And like I said, I have a lot of kids, so I got to think of new ways to make money. To make them happy, which will make me happy. And then it's just a big happy. A Dollar Tree. Hell yeah, the Dollar Tree. That's I love going there, man. I'll shop there too, save money. Ain't nothing wrong with Dollar Tree. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you sell it on eBay. Oh, okay. Well, see, that's something smart too, see? That's just another angle to work. Get that money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I have heard people doing that. They get something and like paint it or something. Or get the cups and like have it etched on there or something like that. And people sell stuff. So yeah, that is pretty cool. I didn't think about doing that. That just seems, that's more work than I want to do. That's just, or should I say, it's not my niche. You know, not my fun thing to do. But hey, you like it and it's working for you, that's awesome. That is so awesome. I like to see people succeed in any way possible. Work smarter, not harder. Car wrap? My understanding that is supposed to be against the TOS for both platforms. I am like 99% sure. So I think people can have like window decals or something like that, or you know, maybe like seat covers. But to wrap your whole vehicle, I wouldn't do anything like that in case, you know, someone took pictures, anything else, you know. You always got to worry about snitches everywhere you go. So you got to worry about what you say and what you do at all times, because you never know when someone's going to lie on you or snitch or anything. But no matter what, the one policy I don't give a damn about that is the whole carry, concealed carry or anything like that. I tell everybody, if you feel like you need to carry something, whether it be gun, mace, anything, yes, just window ads. I tell people to do whatever they feel is necessary for their safety, because every market's different. You never know who you're picking up. So a dash cam or Uber or Lyft support is not going to save you in those moments when you needed to have protection. So no matter what, I will always recommend that to the end. I won't say what I do for it because I don't want to incriminate myself, but you know what I'm saying? I tell everyone to do whatever they feel is necessary to feel safe. And like, that's why a lot of people always ask, you know, like, should women do this at night? Well, you know what? We got the same rights as we do. So yes, if women want to drive at night, they sure as fuck can. They can get out there. Now, definitely I want them taking protection though. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, I don't know why you say no though. I know what you mean. Like, it could be safety, but hey, you know what? Them drunk nights and everything else, you know, guys aren't just always, we're not always assholes, at least I like to think so. But, you know, women make a lot of tips. I think women get tipped more than guys, honestly. Let's be honest on that. I think they do. I like to think if I was a woman, I'd get more tips. So, yeah. And dash cam, webcam, any kind of cam, another phone recording. Hell, even if you don't have any of that, just have stickers. And they'd be like, where's the camera? Be like, oh, well, for safety reasons, I can't tell you where that is. But, you know what I mean? Just have something saying that they're being recorded per your state law or whatever. You're not... But you know what I'm saying? Like, I just want to make sure for safety wise. Yeah. Tips? Tips is... I don't know. But I think women definitely get paid more on the tip side. But like you said too, it can be about people. So it depends on if you had a good conversation, good ride. I still do good, so I'm happy on that. But if women do the drive at night, I'd really like to recommend them have... Hey, I'll take funny still, man. Funny last, looks fade. But I would definitely want my women out there to have protection. No, without a doubt. Thank you. Yes, personality is also something awesome too. Because most people... A lot of people can't even use common sense. So asking a lot of other stuff from people can sometimes be crazy. Oh, man. Definitely promote yourself. Please, everybody do that. GPS. Oh, yeah, did you guys hear about that thing? Oh, man, about the guy that followed his GPS down the stairs. I think it was in Cali. I know that's been posted a billion times in, like, every group I'm in. That's just crazy. Now I really wonder, though, if that was actually honestly truth. He did follow the GPS, or he just screwed up somehow and happened to have an Uber sticker on his window. I don't really know. But I just thought that whole situation's crazy. That's like those people that sued Garmin back in the day. And then for people that don't know, that was the original GPS before phones. That the Garmin told him to drive into the lake, and they drove into the lake. Like, seriously? How you not gonna know there's a lake there and you can't drive through it? Some people are crazy. Yep, see? Following the GPS. Like, come on now. That's like when when they used to glitch back in the day and do a U-turn. Do a U-turn. You're gonna take a U-turn in the middle of the interstate? No, I don't think so. People don't use their common sense. And that's why, like I said, I made a video earlier for riders, because I'm so tired of Uber just sent everybody, lemmings. Uber had sent all the drivers, and at least in most markets, everyone got something in there and said, this is you, or this for you, or whatever. And it had their guidelines, Uber's guidelines. Like, we don't know them, but it had stuff in there for the riders that the riders will never see. I opened up the rider app thinking, oh, this will be awesome. Maybe we'll stop hearing about so much crap happening online and everything else if the riders know what to expect or how to act. Because, you know, like I said, most of them don't use common sense. So I was really pissed that they didn't have that. But they made sure all the drivers did. And it's like, we're not the ones that are the problem most of the time. There's those creepers out there, which, holy hell. Yep, see? First screen you see today. And it's been crazy. And they don't have it for the riders. So I was really disappointed and upset on that. So I made a video to try to go out there. Miami driver, they're behaving bad? Man, yep. See, that's what I felt like when I got it. Extra hotspot? Oh, that's pretty smart. Huh. I thought about doing that. Oh, another thing. I know people have like those Alexas and stuff. They'll put the Alexa in the middle of their car and people can do fun games on it. You know what I'm saying? Because I know they have Jeopardy. I don't know if you could play Yahtzee or anything, but it's just like cool games at all. I think you can do Scrabble. But I like the whole fact, I mean, then they can say whatever song they want, so that way they're not using your aux cord or blowing up your, you know, your radio, changing stations and everything else. That's a really good idea, is the Alexa. I've seen somebody else do that, and I thought it was kind of cool. I wish I'd have thought of it first. So that was not my idea, but it is a damn good idea. Oh, man. Well, all this over Uber destination filter. So again, like I said, please everyone make sure you use it because it is awesome. Alexa to turn Siri on. Yep. Yeah, Alexa to turn Siri on. Siri, can you tell me where to go? But all right, everybody. It's been an hour, and my wife's been texting. She's hungry, and all the kids are too. But all right, guys. I just want to go out there and say, please use your destination filter. It is so helpful. At your sketcher. It is so helpful, and always save one for your ride home, so that way you can always try to make money at the end of the day when you are trying to be completely done, and not be detoured to keep making more money. Heading out first, my Uber. All right, man. But I hope everyone's enjoying the video, at least got a good laugh or anything else. Like I said, thank you for your comments and whatnot. Like, comment, subscribe. Always do your thing. Never take shit from nobody. Stay safe out there. And as always, Uber and Lyft on. Peace out.